15 minutes from New Plymouth, Californian redwoods, 10,000 kilometres from their home, rise where only natives are meant to stand. On conservation land, exotics are usually outlaws, yet this grove remains. Why the exception? This is Lucy's Gully.
The law of this land is written in black and white. New Zealand's National Parks Act is crystal clear. It states that native plants and animals should be preserved, and any introduced plants and animals should be exterminated. And that means, according to the laws that govern this park, this tree, as well as this entire grove of Californian redwoods, should be destroyed. In fact, other exotic trees that were planted here at the exact same time are being removed. But these ones remain, which leaves one giant question. Why?
Back in the 1900s, New Zealand was facing a timber crisis. Its vast native forests were being cleared at an alarming rate. And native trees like kauri and rimu grow incredibly slowly. The government hatched a plan: find fast-growing exotic trees that could be planted for timber, taking the pressure off the native forests. A massive nationwide program of experimental forestry began, planting over 170 different species to see what would thrive.
And that experiment came here. During the 1930s, during the Great Depression, this place became a work site. Unemployed men were put to work planting hundreds of exotic species, including these Californian redwoods, as part of the national trial. As you approach Lucy's Gully, this is the first taste you get of the giant redwoods. There's a stark contrast between the native New Zealand forest and these foreign trees. I mean, look at this obvious difference. It sticks out like a sore thumb. The National Parks Act is clear. Preserve native plants and animals, and as far as possible, exterminate introduced ones. So you would expect a clear scientific reason for the exemption in this plan, but when you look for it, it just isn't there. The absence of an ecological reason suggests something different entirely. It's not scientific, it's cultural. These trees are just the latest chapter in this valley's long and complex history. For centuries, these slopes were guarded by the Māori, and during the Taranaki Wars of 1860, this peaceful spot was the site of a deadly ambush. In World War II, it housed a top-secret radar station, and it's named after a local woman, Lucy Stevens, who would make an annual pilgrimage here to grieve for her family. These trees have been here for almost a century, and they're magnificent. The goal to protect them is almost a quiet acknowledgement that sometimes history and beauty create a value all their own. They're protected not for what they are, but for what they've become, a beloved, inseparable part of this landscape's identity. And walking through them, you start to understand that decision. The air feels different in here. Visitors often describe it like walking through a natural cathedral. It's so quiet here, it's hard to explain. I think because of the dense planting of exotic trees, the native birds, all they really seem to do is fly through, but none are really hanging out here. It makes for a very eerie, peaceful environment. And what's amazing is that these trees are still just toddlers. Californian redwoods can live up to 2,000 years old and become as tall as 115 meters. That's taller than a 30-story building, and they're thriving here. In some parts of New Zealand, these Californian redwoods actually grow faster than in their natural habitat. You know, there must be something about this Californian mulch on the ground here, because this place is absolutely dominated by New Zealand Nikos. I have no idea what causes it, but it looks amazing. This is a story about how a place can hold on to the past while embracing a new identity. A story of conflict between history and environmentalism. Today it's a place of peace, where native bush and foreign redwoods live together side by side in protected harmony, where the memories of conflict and grief find sanctuary underneath the Californian redwoods.
So what do you think? Should we chop them down or keep them? Let me know in the comments. Hey, look at this guy. Sets up a tripod and pretends to look at a log. What could he possibly be investigating? He must be desperate for subscribers, so please do it for him. Oh yeah, this video in the top right, it's pretty good. Well, I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. See ya.